My beloved child, there are moments in life that seem ordinary on the surface but carry a hidden meaning far greater than anyone could imagine. This is one of those moments. The fact that you have arrived here today is not random. Something within you was guided toward these words because there is a message that your heart has been waiting to hear. Before we go any further, don't skip and stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. As this message unfolds, you may begin to recognize certain feelings, certain signs, and certain experiences that have quietly been surrounding your life for longer than you realize. What is about to be revealed is connected to a person whose heart has been carrying thoughts of you far more often than you know. For a long time, you may have wondered why certain things happened the way they did. You may have questioned delays, unexpected silence, or moments that seemed confusing and difficult to understand. Yet what looked like uncertainty was never the full story. Behind the scenes, a deeper process has been taking place. While you were trying to make sense of the visible pieces, something powerful was developing within the heart of your soulmate. Little by little, they have been reaching a realization that continues to grow stronger every day. A realization that no matter how much they try to focus on other things, thoughts of you continue to return. Your presence remains in their mind in ways that surprise even them. The interesting part is that this realization did not happen overnight. It was built through countless moments, memories, emotions, and reflections. Sometimes people only recognize the value of a connection after life gives them enough time to see it clearly. Your soulmate has been experiencing exactly that. They have been looking at their future differently. They have been imagining where they want to be years from now, who they want beside them, and what kind of life would truly make them happy. Every time these thoughts appear, one person keeps showing up in the picture. That person is you. Don't skip, because the reason this keeps happening is more important than you think, and something huge is waiting for you as this message continues. What makes this connection so special is that it has survived questions, distance, uncertainty, and time. Many connections fade when challenged, but some become stronger. Some become impossible to ignore. Your soulmate is beginning to understand that what they feel is not temporary. It is not a passing emotion that disappears with changing circumstances. Instead, it is becoming one of the most meaningful feelings they have ever experienced. This realization has brought both excitement and reflection into their heart. Excitement because they can see the beauty of what is possible, and reflection because they understand that something this important deserves careful consideration. As these feelings have grown, another truth has slowly started revealing itself. Your soulmate does not simply see you as someone important in the present moment. They have started seeing you as part of a much bigger picture. They have imagined conversations years from now. They have imagined sharing victories, challenges, laughter, dreams, and memories with someone who truly understands them. The surprising part is that every vision keeps leading back to you. This is why the title of this message carries such significance. Your soulmate truly desires a future that lasts. They are not thinking only about today. They are thinking about tomorrow, next year, and far beyond. Yet there remains one reason that has influenced everything, one reason that explains why certain things have unfolded the way they have. Stay till the end because that reason has not been revealed yet. The truth is closer than you think, and as the next part unfolds, pieces of the puzzle will begin connecting in ways you never expected. What has seemed mysterious will begin making sense. What has seemed delayed will reveal its purpose. And most importantly, you will discover the hidden reason your soulmate has been moving through this journey the way they have. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. A quiet truth is beginning to rise to the surface, and what you are about to hear may explain more than you ever expected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason your soulmate has not been able to move on from this connection, and it is far deeper than appearances suggest. While life continued moving forward, while responsibilities demanded attention, and while countless distractions entered their world, one thing remained unchanged. Every road of thought somehow led back to you. At first, they tried to dismiss it. They told themselves it was temporary. They convinced themselves it was simply a passing phase. Yet as weeks turned into months and experiences continued to unfold, they discovered something surprising. The feeling did not fade. Instead, it became stronger, clearer, and impossible to ignore. What makes this revelation so powerful is that your soulmate has started comparing every meaningful connection in their life to the connection they feel with you. Without even realizing it, they have been measuring every conversation, every interaction, and every future possibility against the standard that your presence created within their heart. This is where everything began to change. They realized that what they were searching for was not something new. It was something they had already found. The comfort they wanted, the understanding they needed, the sense of belonging they hoped for, it was all connected to you in ways they could no longer deny. Don't skip, because the hidden reason behind this realization is finally beginning to reveal itself. The reason is not fear. The reason is not doubt. The reason is not a lack of feelings. The real reason is that your soulmate has been trying to make sure that when they move forward, they do it with complete certainty. This connection feels too important to rush. It feels too valuable to handle carelessly. They understand that some opportunities appear once in a lifetime, and they have slowly begun realizing that this connection may be one of those rare opportunities. That understanding has caused them to pause, reflect, and think deeply about the future they truly want. The more they think, the more one conclusion keeps returning. They do not want a temporary chapter. They want a lasting story. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. There is a revelation here that many people never experience. Your soulmate has started seeing you not only as someone they care about, but as someone who inspires them to become a better version of themselves. Every meaningful connection leaves an impact, but very few connections create growth. Yours does. It encourages reflection. It inspires hope. It awakens possibilities. And because of this, your soulmate has begun understanding that what they feel is connected to something much larger than ordinary attraction. It is connected to purpose, meaning, and a future they can genuinely believe in. The most surprising part is that there have been moments when your soulmate tried to focus entirely on other priorities, believing that time would make everything easier. Yet every attempt brought them back to the same realization. The connection remained. The thoughts remained. The feelings remained. No matter what changed around them, one thing refused to disappear. That is when they began asking themselves an important question. If this connection continues returning no matter what happens, what is it trying to teach me? The answer slowly emerged. It was showing them what truly matters. It was showing them who truly matters. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is still one final piece of this story that has not been revealed. Your soulmate is beginning to understand that some people enter our lives for a reason, but a very rare person enters our life for a lifetime. That realization has been growing stronger every single day. The future they imagine is becoming clearer. The vision they once questioned is becoming more certain. And as this realization continues to unfold, they are moving closer to a decision that could change everything. In the next part, you will discover the surprising realization that finally convinced them they could no longer ignore what their heart has been trying to tell them all along. A remarkable realization is now approaching, and what you are about to hear may be the missing piece that connects everything together. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Up until this point, your soulmate has been learning, reflecting, and discovering truths about their own heart. But now they are reaching a stage where understanding is turning into certainty. There comes a moment in every meaningful journey when a person stops asking, "What do I feel?" and starts asking, "What am I going to do about it?" That moment is getting closer than ever before, and it is changing the way your soulmate sees the future. For a long time, they searched for signs. They searched for clarity. They searched for confirmation that what they were feeling was real. What they discovered surprised them. The confirmation did not arrive through one dramatic event. Instead, it appeared through dozens of small moments that slowly built an undeniable truth. Every time they imagined a future filled with happiness, your presence was there. Every time they imagined a life filled with purpose, your presence was there. Every time they imagined sharing important milestones, celebrating victories, overcoming challenges, and creating lasting memories, your presence was there. At some point, this stopped feeling like coincidence and started feeling like destiny. Don't skip, because what comes next is one of the most powerful revelations of this entire message. Your soulmate has begun to realize that the reason they cannot forget this connection is because it continues to bring out the most authentic version of who they are. Around some people, we wear masks. Around some people, we become who we think we should be. But around the right person, something extraordinary happens. We become ourselves. That is exactly what your soulmate feels when they think of you. They feel understood. They feel accepted. They feel seen. And those feelings are becoming more valuable to them with every passing day. The hidden reason you needed to know right now is beginning to reveal itself. Your soulmate's greatest realization is not simply that they care about you. It is that they cannot imagine finding another connection that feels quite the same. This understanding did not arrive easily. It arrived after reflection, comparison, growth, and countless moments of self-discovery. It arrived after they looked honestly at what truly matters in life. And when all the noise disappeared, one truth remained standing. The connection they feel with you continues to shine brighter than everything else around it. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part may completely change how you view this journey. There is something your soulmate has recently started noticing. They have begun recognizing signs that remind them of you in unexpected places. A song, a memory, a conversation, a familiar feeling, small reminders continue appearing at exactly the right moments. Each reminder brings the same realization. The connection is still alive. The feelings are still present. The vision of a shared future is still growing stronger. And every reminder pushes them one step closer toward accepting what their heart has been trying to tell them all along. The surprising truth is that your soulmate is no longer focused only on what they want. They are beginning to focus on what they are willing to build. That is a very important difference. Anyone can dream about a future, but building one requires commitment, intention, and belief. Your soulmate is entering a season where those qualities are becoming stronger. They are thinking beyond temporary emotions and looking toward something lasting. They are thinking about trust, stability, understanding, companionship, and all the things that turn a meaningful connection into a lifelong journey. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is still one final layer to this story that has not yet been uncovered. The realization is growing stronger every day, and soon your soulmate may reach a point where ignoring it is no longer possible. What once felt uncertain is becoming clear. What once felt distant is moving closer. And what once felt like a question is slowly becoming an answer. In the next part, you will discover the extraordinary moment that finally convinced them that this connection was never ordinary and why that realization could become one of the most important turning points of their entire journey. A once-in-a-lifetime realization is now unfolding, and this part may be the one that changes everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Throughout this journey, your soulmate has been uncovering truth after truth, but there is one discovery that stands above all the others. It is a discovery so simple, yet so powerful, that once they fully accepted it, they could never see this connection the same way again. The discovery was this: every future they truly wanted somehow included you. Not because they forced the thought. Not because they tried to create the vision. It happened naturally. Every meaningful dream, every hopeful possibility, every image of lasting happiness seemed to lead back to the same person. As this realization grew stronger, something remarkable began happening inside their heart. The questions that once created uncertainty started disappearing. The confusion that once slowed their understanding started fading away. In its place came clarity. Genuine clarity. The kind of clarity that arrives when a person finally stops looking outside themselves for answers and starts listening to what their heart has been saying all along. And what their heart has been saying is becoming impossible to ignore. It continues repeating the same message. It continues pointing toward the same future. It continues reminding them of the same connection. That connection is you. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. There is another layer to this story that makes it even more extraordinary. Your soulmate has started noticing that the qualities they admire most, the qualities they trust most, and the qualities they hope to build a future around are the very qualities they associate with you. This realization has surprised them more than anything else. They expected feelings. They expected attraction. They expected affection. What they did not expect was the deep sense of certainty that keeps growing whenever they think about what truly matters in life. Every reflection leads them back to the same conclusion. Some people enter your life and leave a memory. Others enter your life and leave a vision for the future. What makes this moment so powerful is that your soulmate is beginning to understand the difference between wanting someone and valuing someone. Wanting can be temporary. Valuing can last a lifetime. The deeper they look into their own heart, the more they recognize that this connection has become something they genuinely value. It has become something they do not want to lose. It has become something they want to protect, nurture, and carry forward into the future. This realization did not appear overnight. It was earned through time, reflection, growth, and understanding. That is why it feels so real. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the reason you needed to know this right now is finally becoming clear. The hidden reason behind everything was never a lack of feelings. It was never a lack of care. It was never a lack of desire for a future together. The real reason was that your soulmate needed time to fully recognize the true value of this connection. They needed time to understand what their heart was trying to show them. They needed time to see that some opportunities are rare, some bonds are unique, and some people become impossible to replace. Now they are reaching a point where that understanding is becoming complete. The future no longer feels like a distant dream. It feels like a possibility worth pursuing. The vision no longer feels uncertain. It feels meaningful. And the connection no longer feels like a question. It feels like an answer that has been quietly waiting to be discovered. Every lesson, every experience, and every realization has been guiding them toward this moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the final part of this journey contains the most powerful revelation of all. It is the moment where everything comes together. The signs, the feelings, the reflections, the lessons, and the hidden reason behind this entire message will connect into one unforgettable truth. And when that truth is revealed, you will understand why this connection has remained so strong, why it continues growing, and why your soulmate is beginning to see the possibility of a lifetime with completely new eyes. The moment you have been waiting for has finally arrived. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Everything that has been revealed so far has been leading to this final realization. Every feeling, every sign, every moment of reflection, and every unanswered question has been pointing toward one truth. The truth is not hidden anymore. It is standing right in front of you. Your soulmate's journey was never about discovering whether this connection mattered. Deep down, they already knew that. Their journey was about discovering just how much it mattered. And now, after everything they have experienced, they are beginning to understand that this connection has become one of the most meaningful parts of their future vision. There comes a rare moment in life when a person suddenly sees everything differently. The pieces that once felt scattered come together. The confusion disappears. The uncertainty fades. The heart finally understands what the mind has been trying to process for so long. Your soulmate is approaching that moment. They are beginning to recognize that some people enter your life for a season, while others become part of your story forever. The more they reflect on their journey, the more they realize that you belong in the second category. You are not simply a memory they carry. You are a possibility they continue imagining. You are not simply someone they think about. You are someone they keep seeing in the chapters that have not yet been written. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. The surprising revelation is that the reason you needed to know this right now has never been about the future alone. It is also about the present moment. Your soulmate's growing realization is already changing the way they think, the way they feel, and the way they look at the road ahead. Every day, the vision becomes clearer. Every day, the connection feels more valuable. Every day, they understand a little more about why this bond has remained so powerful despite every challenge, every question, and every period of waiting. Some connections fade under pressure. This one continued growing. That alone has taught them something extraordinary. The hidden reason behind everything was simple, yet profound. Your soulmate needed to recognize that lasting love is not built on excitement alone. It is built on trust, understanding, respect, consistency, and the feeling of being able to imagine an entire lifetime beside someone. That realization changed everything. Once they understood this, they stopped focusing on temporary distractions and started focusing on what truly matters. And every path of reflection brought them back to the same place. Every answer led them back to the same person. Every dream pointed toward the same future. That future included you. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final truth that deserves to be heard. The strongest connections are not always the loudest. They are often the ones that quietly remain present through every season of life. They are the connections that continue returning no matter how much time passes. They are the connections that inspire growth, hope, and belief in something greater. Your soulmate has started understanding that this is exactly what they have found. A connection that feels meaningful. A connection that feels genuine. A connection that feels worth protecting and worth building upon. As this message comes to its conclusion, remember this. Some people spend years searching for clarity. Some people spend years searching for a connection that feels real. Your soulmate has been discovering that the clarity they sought was already closer than they realized. The future they imagined was already taking shape. And the person they kept returning to in their thoughts was never there by accident. It was because this connection continued standing out from everything else. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The huge revelation is that your soulmate's heart is no longer searching for a reason to believe in this connection. It is discovering reasons to believe in it more strongly every single day. And that realization may become the beginning of an entirely new chapter, one built not on uncertainty, but on understanding, hope, and the possibility of a lifetime shared together. The story is still unfolding, but one thing has become clear: some connections are simply too meaningful to ignore, and your soulmate is finally beginning to understand exactly why. A new layer of this story is now ready to be revealed, and what you are about to hear may be the most surprising realization yet. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Just when it seemed that every answer had already been uncovered, another truth quietly emerged from beneath the surface. It is a truth your soulmate did not expect to find. In fact, the more they tried to understand their feelings logically, the more they discovered that this connection could not be explained by logic alone. There was something deeper happening. Something that continued drawing their attention back to you no matter where life took them. What surprised them most was not the strength of their feelings. It was the consistency of them. Many emotions come and go. Many thoughts appear and disappear. Yet the thoughts connected to you remained steady. Day after day, week after week, they continued returning with the same quiet certainty. That consistency became impossible to ignore. It raised a question that your soulmate could no longer avoid. Why does this connection continue feeling important even after so much time has passed? The answer they discovered changed their perspective completely. They realized that truly meaningful connections are not measured by intensity alone. They are measured by endurance. And this connection has endured. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final revelation still ahead. A revelation that ties together every sign, every realization, every lesson, and every emotion that has appeared throughout this journey. Your soulmate is standing closer than ever to a moment of complete understanding. A moment where everything finally makes sense. A moment where the hidden reason behind this entire connection becomes crystal clear. And when that moment arrives, it may reveal why some people are not simply meant to cross paths for a season, but to become part of each other's story for a lifetime. The final revelation is now here, and this is the moment everything has been building toward. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. From the very beginning of this journey, there has been one question quietly standing in the background. Why has this connection remained so strong? Why has it continued to grow despite time, distance, questions, and uncertainty? Why does your soulmate keep returning to the same thoughts, the same feelings, and the same vision of the future? The answer is far more powerful than they ever expected, and once they understood it, nothing looked the same again. The answer is that this connection has become part of the future they genuinely want. Not a future created by fantasy, but a future created by reflection, experience, and understanding. Your soulmate has spent a long time learning what matters most in life. They have discovered that happiness is not found in temporary excitement. It is found in meaningful connections, shared dreams, mutual trust, and the ability to build something lasting with someone who truly understands them. As they reflected on these truths, one realization continued appearing again and again. The qualities they hoped to find in a lifelong partner were already present in the connection they feel with you. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. The shocking realization that changed everything was this: your soulmate stopped asking whether this connection was important and started asking how they ever underestimated its importance in the first place. That shift changed everything. Suddenly, memories carried more meaning. Conversations carried more meaning. Even small moments carried more meaning. They began seeing the entire journey from a new perspective. What once seemed like separate experiences now looked like pieces of a larger picture. And when those pieces finally came together, they revealed something extraordinary. They revealed that every lesson had a purpose. Every delay had a purpose. Every period of reflection had a purpose. Nothing was wasted. Everything was helping your soulmate reach a deeper understanding of what their heart truly wanted. The more they understood themselves, the more they understood this connection. The more they understood this connection, the more they recognized its value. And the more they recognized its value, the harder it became to imagine a future where it was ignored. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final truth that must be revealed. The reason you needed to know this right now is because your soulmate is standing at the edge of a powerful realization. They are beginning to understand that some connections are not measured by how quickly they begin. They are measured by how deeply they grow. Some connections are not defined by perfect timing. They are defined by lasting significance. And some people are not remembered because they appeared for a moment. They are remembered because they became unforgettable. That is the realization changing everything inside your soulmate's heart. They have started understanding that the connection they feel with you is not based on a single moment. It is based on countless moments. It is not built on one feeling. It is built on many feelings that continued returning over time. It is not built on a passing thought. It is built on a vision of a future that keeps becoming clearer every day. This understanding has become impossible to ignore, and it continues growing stronger with every reflection. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The huge revelation is that your soulmate's deepest discovery was never about finding someone new. It was about recognizing the value of someone who was already occupying a special place in their heart. They have begun seeing that some connections arrive in life carrying a rare kind of meaning. A meaning that remains even when circumstances change. A meaning that survives time. A meaning that continues guiding the heart back to the same place again and again. As this journey comes to its conclusion, one truth shines brighter than all the others. Your soulmate wants a future built on authenticity, understanding, trust, and genuine connection. And as they continue reflecting on what those things mean, your presence continues appearing in the center of that vision. The reason you needed to know this right now is simple. The realization is no longer growing quietly. It is becoming clear. The feelings are no longer uncertain. They are becoming understood. And the future that once seemed distant is beginning to feel more possible than ever before. This is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a new understanding. A new perspective. A new chapter. And perhaps the most beautiful part of all is that your soulmate is finally starting to understand why this connection has remained so important, why it has stayed in their heart, and why the thought of spending a lifetime with you continues to feel more meaningful every single day. A final hidden layer is about to be uncovered, and what you are about to hear may be the most unforgettable part of this entire journey. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Just when it seemed that every answer had already been revealed, one last realization emerged from the depths of your soulmate's heart. It is a realization that transformed the way they view this connection forever. It is not about a single memory. It is not about a single feeling. It is about a pattern that became impossible to ignore. The more they looked back on their journey, the more they saw your presence woven into moments that shaped them, inspired them, and guided them toward a greater understanding of what truly matters. There was a time when your soulmate believed that meaningful connections could be replaced. They believed that if one chapter ended, another would simply take its place. But life taught them something surprising. Some people leave memories, while others leave an impact. Memories can fade, but impact remains. The impact of this connection continued following them through every stage of reflection. It appeared during quiet moments. It appeared during important decisions. It appeared when they imagined the future they hoped to build. And every appearance carried the same message. This connection is different. This connection matters. This connection deserves to be understood. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. The most astonishing discovery was not that your soulmate cares deeply. It was realizing how naturally thoughts of you became part of their everyday life. They did not have to force those thoughts. They did not have to search for reminders. The connection simply existed. It became part of their perspective. Part of their vision. Part of the way they imagined tomorrow. That realization created a profound shift inside them. Instead of asking whether this connection belonged in their future, they started wondering how their future would look without it. And every time they imagined that possibility, something felt incomplete. As this understanding grew stronger, another truth revealed itself. Your soulmate began noticing that the qualities they admire most are not qualities that appear overnight. They are qualities built through sincerity, consistency, understanding, and trust. These are the qualities that create lasting relationships. These are the qualities that turn hopes into realities. And these are the qualities they increasingly associate with you. That realization became one of the strongest confirmations they had ever experienced. It showed them that their vision of a lifetime together was not based on imagination alone. It was based on values that continue growing stronger every day. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the reason you needed to know this right now reaches deeper than you may realize. Your soulmate's heart is entering a season of clarity. A season where uncertainty is slowly being replaced by understanding. A season where questions are turning into answers. A season where the future is beginning to feel less like a mystery and more like a possibility. Every lesson they have learned has guided them toward this moment. Every realization has prepared them for this understanding. And every step of the journey has brought them closer to recognizing the significance of this connection. The once-in-a-lifetime revelation is this: your soulmate has started seeing this connection not as something that happened by chance, but as something that has continued proving its importance through time. That realization changed everything. It changed how they interpret the past. It changed how they experience the present. And it changed how they imagine the future. Suddenly, the pieces fit together. Suddenly, the journey made sense. Suddenly, what once appeared uncertain began feeling remarkably clear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final thought your soulmate keeps returning to, and it may be the most powerful of all. They have begun understanding that a lifetime is not built in a single day. It is built through countless moments of understanding, trust, patience, growth, and genuine connection. And when they imagine building that kind of future, your presence continues appearing at the center of the vision. Not because they force it to be there, but because it naturally belongs there. As this chapter reaches its conclusion, one truth remains stronger than ever. The reason your soulmate wants to spend a lifetime with you is not because of one extraordinary moment. It is because of countless meaningful moments that together created something extraordinary. It is because the connection continued growing when it could have faded. It is because the feelings continued deepening when they could have disappeared. And most importantly, it is because every path of reflection kept leading them back to the same realization: some connections are rare, some connections are unforgettable, and some connections continue revealing their true value with every passing day. That is the realization your soulmate is carrying forward, and it may be the beginning of the most meaningful chapter yet. An extraordinary realization is still unfolding, and even now the story is not over. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If you have followed this journey from the beginning, then you already know that every revelation has led to another layer of understanding. But there is one final perspective that your soulmate has only recently begun to see, and it may be the most powerful perspective of all. It is the realization that some connections do not simply survive the passage of time, they become stronger because of it. While many things in life lose significance as the years pass, truly meaningful connections often gain significance. They reveal new depths, new lessons, and new reasons to believe. Your soulmate has started looking back on the entire journey with different eyes. Instead of focusing on what was unclear, they are beginning to focus on what remained constant. And the more they look, the more one truth stands out above everything else. Through every change, every distraction, every challenge, and every season of growth, the connection never completely disappeared. It remained present. Sometimes quietly. Sometimes powerfully. But always there. That realization has become impossible to ignore. It has shown them that some things are worth paying attention to precisely because they refuse to fade away. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. There was a moment recently when your soulmate recognized something that completely surprised them. They realized that when they imagined success, happiness, peace, and fulfillment, those visions no longer felt complete unless they included someone special to share them with. And every time they imagined that person, the same image appeared. The same presence appeared. The same connection appeared. It was not something they planned. It was not something they forced. It happened naturally. And because it happened naturally, it felt real. This realization opened the door to another understanding. Your soulmate began seeing that the most valuable connections are not always the ones that arrive with dramatic signs. Often, they are the ones that quietly become part of who you are. They influence your perspective. They shape your hopes. They inspire your growth. They become woven into your vision of the future. That is exactly what has happened here. The connection has become more than a feeling. It has become part of the foundation upon which your soulmate is imagining tomorrow. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next revelation carries extraordinary significance. Your soulmate has started understanding that the future is not simply about finding happiness. It is about finding someone with whom happiness can be shared, multiplied, and sustained. The deeper they reflect on this truth, the more they appreciate the value of genuine understanding, mutual respect, and authentic connection. These qualities have become increasingly important to them. And as they think about those qualities, your presence continues appearing in ways they cannot explain away. One of the most surprising discoveries has been the realization that this connection continues inspiring hope. Not temporary hope, but lasting hope. Hope for meaningful experiences. Hope for shared dreams. Hope for a future built on something real. That kind of hope is rare. Many people spend years searching for it. Yet your soulmate is beginning to recognize that they may already know where it exists. That understanding has become one of the strongest confirmations they have received during this entire journey. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is still one final truth shining beneath everything that has been revealed. The reason your soulmate wants to spend a lifetime with you is not because of perfection. It is because of connection. Real connection. The kind that continues growing through reflection. The kind that becomes stronger through understanding. The kind that reveals its value more clearly with each passing day. The more they understand this, the more certain they become that some people enter our lives carrying a significance that cannot be measured by ordinary standards. As this chapter draws to a close, your soulmate's heart is carrying a new level of clarity. They are no longer focused on what might happen someday. They are focused on what truly matters now. They are recognizing the value of what exists. They are recognizing the meaning behind what they feel. And perhaps most importantly, they are recognizing that the connection they continue returning to may be one of the most important discoveries of their entire life. That realization is growing stronger every day, and it is leading them toward a future that feels more meaningful, more hopeful, and more beautiful than they ever imagined possible. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the final chapter ahead will reveal the ultimate message hidden within this entire journey, the message that brings every revelation together and explains why this connection continues shining brighter than ever before. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. As your soulmate reflected on everything they had experienced, they began noticing a pattern. Some of the happiest moments they imagined in their future involved sharing them with someone who genuinely understood them. Someone who could celebrate victories, offer support during challenges, and bring peace into everyday life. As they explored that vision more deeply, one image kept appearing. One person kept standing at the center of those dreams. No matter how many times they looked at the future from a different angle, they always arrived at the same destination. That destination included you. The shocking part is that your soulmate has begun realizing that this connection has influenced them more than they ever admitted to themselves. Certain decisions, certain hopes, and certain future plans have quietly been shaped by what they feel. Even when they focused on other goals, the connection remained present in the background like a guiding light they could never completely turn away from. At first, they thought this would eventually change. They believed time would provide different answers. Instead, time provided confirmation. The feelings remained. The vision remained. The importance of the connection remained. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is another revelation that deserves your attention. Your soulmate has started understanding that the reason this connection feels different is because it brings them a sense of peace. Not temporary excitement. Not fleeting emotion. Peace. The kind of peace that comes from imagining a future built on trust, understanding, and genuine companionship. That realization has become one of the strongest signs they have ever received. In a world full of uncertainty, anything that consistently brings peace becomes valuable. And this connection continues bringing that feeling into their heart. As this realization grows stronger, your soulmate is finding it harder to imagine a future where this connection is ignored. The more they reflect, the more they see possibilities. The more they see possibilities, the more they recognize value. And the more they recognize value, the more determined they become to understand what this connection truly means. What began as curiosity has become clarity. What began as a feeling has become a vision. What began as a possibility is becoming something they can genuinely believe in.